Is Todd Gurley playing in the first preseason game for the Rams?
Yeah, I don't think Todd Gurley's going to play in any preseason games.
We were joking.
He didn't do it last year.
I know you were in the hills. You were in the hills getting to reception. Chris and Brockman and I were talking. If you would answer that question with laughter or with an actual real response,
Right. Also, this is funny. I'm about to get checked right now for my parking passes. I'm pulling up to the hotel right now.
Okay, make sure you do that. Let's Maurice Jones-Drew. His face. Say your face is your identification, Maurice. See how that works.
Yeah, cool. So check in and then you can find parking.
Okay, thank you.
And it's to the right.
Okay, thank you.
There you go.
See?
That's part of
Look
the
at
coverage. That is inside training camp, big time, right there. I'll tell you that. Tell me about Darryl. What is going on with Gurley? Come on now. I can't get it straight. What's happening with him?
There's nothing going on with Gurley. He looks phenomenal out here. He's running well, cutting. He's doing everything. Again, a lot of this it's just called like contract maintenance. If I pay someone, X amount of dollars, I want him to fulfill his whole contract. I don't want to just get half of the contract. I just don't want to get a third of the contract. I want to make sure that we get all the years and all the money that we put into him. And so for Todd, going out and getting Darrell Henderson, the plan they put him on this year, it's all about preserving him for the marathon of the season.
Yes.
And that's important because we saw last year he started getting a ton of carries, and then Malcolm Brown goes down, who was the spell guy, and then all of a sudden there is no second back. They only kept two backs up the whole time. So it's going to be very interesting to see how it works out, but I think it's going to be for the betterment of Todd Gurley and his longevity.
No, there's no doubt about that. It's just that, there was no contract management required in January. So, and I know he ran roughshod all over the Cowboys, but we just saw way too much of somebody other than Todd Gurley, and certainly in an NFC championship game where things weren't working out. So how much are we going to see 60%, 50%, half of the carries that Gurley had all season long? And yeah, this is a lot to do with what people are thinking about with their fantasy football. But but what Gurley are we going to see, Maurice?
I think Gurley's going to get the same carries and the same touches. Personally, that's what I'm hearing. I just think the plays where Todd was on the field and he wasn't touching the ball, they're going to try to use Darrell Henderson and Malcolm Brown more for that. So I still think he carries the ball 280, 300 times. But all those extra plays that he was just on the field and not being able to, they weren't able to get him. I'm trying to explain so the plays where he was pass blocking, there's no reason for him to be in there. We can put someone else in there for that, and I still think he's going to get utilized the way because this offense runs through Todd Gurley. Now you're going to talk about the championship game, the NFC championship game. He just woke up on the wrong side of the bed, to be honest with you. And had a bad game. And so in that type of game, Coach McVay pulled him, understanding that, hey, this is an important game. He's having a bad game. He dropped the pass that led to a pick. He really wasn't running like we saw. So they went with C.J. Anderson, who really didn't run that well either in the NFC Championship game. When you get to the Super Bowl, it's about the same way. I think Todd had a couple good runs, but it wasn't consistent enough for McVay, and so he wanted to go out and try to open the running game up by throwing the ball first. So that's that's kind of how it was.
For more of The Rich Eisen Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV for free on BR Live or download the Rich Eisen Show app.